What is consciousness? You are watching this video. In your mind, you can watch yourself watch this video. You will have feelings about it. You may be thinking, oh, this is really boring. I'm going to find something better to do with my time. Or you may feel that this might provide some answers, help you understand something about one of the deepest mysteries of our existence. Consciousness is a mystery. There is really only one thing in life we know for certain, and that is we are. We are here, we are alive, we think. But the most obvious and familiar thing, our own minds, is also perhaps our greatest mystery. We have come to count on scientists to answer the biggest questions in life. What is the universe we live in? How is it constructed? Where did it come from? Who are we, and how did we get here? We even think sometimes that science can answer why. Why are we here? Why is there anything at all? The remarkable success of science is based in part on the idea that our universe and everything in it is made up of particles and forces that determine how they interact. Understand those at a deep level, and it seems we should be able to explain virtually everything. Many scientists and philosophers believe because of the great success in revealing these secrets, there is nothing except matter and forces. That idea is sometimes called scientific materialism or physicalism. This strongly held belief runs right into consciousness. Is consciousness made of particles and forces? Is it material? What if it is not? What if the French philosopher René Descartes was right? He not only equated thinking with knowing that we do indeed exist, he also said the mind or consciousness or the soul was something different from and separate from the body. The mind is one thing. The material body is something different. If that's true, then the whole belief system of physicalism must fall. There is something more than the material in our universe, perhaps immaterial, but infinitely important to us. That's the big question in science today. Because it is so important for understanding our universe and ourselves, the disputes about the nature of consciousness are strong and sometimes even unpleasant. Some say it doesn't exist. They are eliminativists. They understand what is at stake and greatly fear the loss of the belief that only matter and forces exist. Others believe strongly, and perhaps most scientists are in this category, that while we don't understand at all today how the brain generates our minds or conscious experience, we just need to dig deeper. If we increase our understanding of the brain, its secrets will be revealed. Many of these scientists and philosophers think the brain is a kind of machine, that when it evolves with enough intelligence, it generates consciousness. That's why some believe when we create artificial brains with similar intelligence, they too will become conscious. Some think we are very close to seeing that happen. So let's put the various ideas about consciousness today into these 5 groups. 1. Eliminativists, who believe we are fooled into thinking we are conscious. 2. Promissory physicalists, who think that the brain produces consciousness and we have to keep studying to learn how it does this. Panpsychists, who believe that consciousness is a fundamental part of matter, and when matter interacts with each other in the right way, consciousness emerges. Mind-first thinkers, who say that mind or consciousness was always here or came before matter, and that matter emerged from mind rather than mind emerging from matter. And idealists, who believe that there is only mind or consciousness, and that matter is an illusion. From this we can see just how far apart some of our greatest thinkers are today about the mystery of consciousness. To some, this whole question seems unimportant. What does it matter how we understand consciousness? We just go about our lives, studying in school, or working for a living, raising families, or pursuing our dreams. Let others sort this out. But it does matter. For example, if eliminativists and physicalists are right, then their understanding of nature and who we are is probably right. The universe is here and we are in it for no good reason. It is all an unexplainable accident. We evolved from blind, uncaring, purposeless forces, and we and the entire universe will disappear into oblivion as if we and the universe never existed. If panpsychists are right, it may deeply affect our understanding of the world we live in. If rocks and the moon have some form of consciousness, along with your smartphone and school desk, we will need to rethink our relationship, not just with animals, but with inanimate and even human-created objects. It is difficult to say how far our ethics and laws will have to change if this is proven to be true. What about the mind first idea? If the mind or consciousness came first, before matter, before our universe, before ourselves, then we have reason to believe there is purpose and intention in our existence, that something far beyond ourselves and our individual minds is responsible for the universe and everything in it. It changes everything, especially if one believes that the mind behind it, like our minds, is a person, a being that can think up ideas, can create, can exercise intention or will, can feel, can care, can love. Perhaps even a person or being we can, in some very small sense, know through our minds, souls, or consciousness. If idealists are right, the meaning can be very similar to that of the mind-first believers. The difference is that we would understand ourselves, our experiences, our relations with each other, and with the physical universe not as hard reality, but as all interactions in our minds. It also likely means that our minds participate in a universal consciousness or mind. We all become part of a much greater mind who makes us and all our experiences possible. Would that change us? To know how deeply we are connected to and with all things, and especially the mind that makes it all happen? Scientists and philosophers have been wrestling with these questions for as long as humans have gazed up at the stars and wondered what it is all about. The fact that very smart people have such a wide divergence of ideas about this big question today shows that despite all the success of science, we still know about as little about our minds and consciousness as did those who came before us. Will we ever know? Some say yes. That when our artificial intelligence machines become conscious, we will know. Some say science will reveal these secrets eventually. Others say consciousness is beyond science and will remain an enduring mystery. What do you think? If you are feeling anything at all after watching this short video, I hope you are feeling that this is a very important question. How you answer it matters, not just for now, but perhaps for all time and eternity.